Hello my people, FinerBub here. Thanks for checking out the video. Today we're talking about the Herman Gulch Trail, a nice 7-mile out and back day hike in Arapaho National Forest that's only an hour drive from downtown Denver. Throughout the video, I'll cover the basic info that I think you need to know if you plan to hike this route yourself, and towards the end I'll share my personal thoughts on the hike and who I think it's best suited for. But before we get into that, just a little tidbit for those of you who don't know. On this channel, I'm all about sharing my thoughts and experience on the best spots to check out and the best gear to bring with. So if, like me, you'd like to spend more time outside appreciating the finer things in life, do yourself a favor and consider subscribing. Also, feel free to check out the description below for links to any of the gear or hiking information resources I mention. Alrighty then, without further ado, let us begin.
I want to see mountains again! Mountains!
FinerBub. Last fall, my wife and I drove out to Arapaho National Forest to meet up with some friends for a nice day hike. We started our day here, at the Herman Gulch Trailhead parking area, just off of exit 218 on I-70. Like the Mount Snicktow Trail that I covered in a previous video, the Herman Gulch Trail overlaps with a small subsection of the Continental Divide Trail and sits almost directly across the highway from that trailhead. The goal for the day was to hike the 3.5 miles up to Herman Lake at the end of Herman Gulch, where we plan to eat lunch before heading back down and hopefully catching a glimpse of some fall foliage along the way.
Okay, let's boogie. La 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 hike, hiking through the meadow in the Colorado.
Look what I can do.
I want to see mountains again.
Mountains!
Overall, this was a pretty easy day hike that most people will enjoy. Although the trail does get a bit steep in some places, the actual terrain is extremely mild and should be manageable for almost anyone who attempts it. Like most of the hikes I've done in Colorado, once you pop out above the tree line, the Herman Gulch Trail has one continuously evolving view. There are a few water sources along the way, so I probably could have saved some weight and managed with just my Catadine water filter without having to carry my 1.5 liter Nalgene bottles. Dogs are allowed on this trail, just make sure to abide by the regulations posted on the signs. Another thing to note is that this trail does close periodically due to weather conditions, so before you go, be sure to consult the USDA hiking information resources linked in the video description below. Even though we did see some foliage when we hiked this trail towards the end of September, I'd probably say that early to mid-August is the best time to hike this trail.
Man, the wildflowers here are just outrageous. These meadows, just crazy. Come to the Maroon Bells in mid-August for supreme wildflower bloomage.
Like the meadows featured in my Maroon Bells 4-pass loop videos, Herman Gulch is supposed to feature some amazing wildflowers in the late summer that we were unfortunately too late in the season to see. However, given that we arrived pretty early in the morning and barely snagged one of the last couple parking spots available, I can imagine, given my experience with Colorado day hikes this far, it is probably worth considering that the trail and parking lot will be that much more crowded during peak wildflower season.
Okay, back at the beginning. That took us a total of 4 hours and 14 minutes, 7.25 miles.
Alrighty, my people, that concludes today's episode of the FinerBub Show. If you've already hiked the Herman Gulch, or you're thinking about checking it out for the first time, or if you have any suggestions for where I should go next, I'd love to have you comment below, especially if you think your insight can help me disprove something that I think I already know. But before you do, I just want to thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you're looking for new gear or planning your next trip, don't let the details stress you out. Remember, life's an adventure, so relax, breathe in the outdoors, and don't forget to appreciate the finer things. See you out there, people. Peace.